Hi guys, it's Jay and Norma.
Hey Norma, good morning guys. Happy Wednesday.
How are you doing today, Norma?
I'm doing great.
Today we want to talk about reasons I chose the Philippines over the USA as my place of residence. First of all, Norma's here. But more than that,
Really?
more than that, there's what's my number one reason? There's a respect for elders, but there's a general kindness for all people. Filipinos in general are more kind than people in the U.S. in general. There are places that I didn't feel safe or
Speak of the
welcome.
older.
There are a lot of places in the U.S. There's probably an area in every city where I don't, if I went to every city, I wouldn't feel safe, welcome, or comfortable. And no more so did I realize that than in my own home city of Boston. So there are certain areas of Boston where it's just we're not welcome. There's a honestly a news narrative that is focusing on racism among other things, and they tend to emphasize problems instead of um, camaraderie and things like that. And I just didn't I don't like the direction that I think the country is headed in. So it's an affordable life here also. Um, Although prices are going up, it's not like the USA where it's
Still
just
affordable.
it's still affordable. Yeah, you know, when we feel like enjoying luxuries, it that can get a little bit more expensive. But then we can we can have our fish and rice and cabbage and live cheaply also. So right? When when Americans invite you to dinner or lunch, you know you're going to have burgers and fries, or they might invite you, like, it might be a pizza. It might be one thing. But in the Philippines, it's always lots of things.
Shared food.
You always get the whole
Potluck.
shebang.
Mm,
And, there's always 10 things that are going to be there. And who knows how many beverages there'll be, but there's always lots of starches, rice, potatoes, pastas, noodles, things like that.
your favorite adobo,
Yep.
sinigang,
You get chicken dishes, you get pork dishes,
chicken.
you get there's always cabbages
Yep.
and pastas mixed in there. It's just you almost can't count. Everyone's bringing stuff, even though one person may have the theme. Yeah, I'm gonna make spaghetti today, but then everybody else brings the whole Filipino thing. So, Phil, I almost know what to expect when we go somewhere where we're invited. To me, it was a no-brainer. I had been visiting the Philippines for about 7 years, and then in 2019 I came twice. And then during the travel ban, I had a difficult time. I made an error, and because there's several consulates in the U.S., and the one I lived closest to wasn't helping me. And then I realized, well, I had to use a different consulate. Filipino visa would have been the biggest help for me, even at the price their fee is. Would have been worth it to me. I spent lots of money on express mails to New York and San Francisco that would have been eliminated. They would have done the consulting and the paperwork for me. They would have, whatever contact they needed to make, they would have done it. Filipino Visa, I recommend them. They're friendly. They'll consult with you. There's a free 20-minute consultation to get started, and you won't be sorry. They are a big help, especially if you have a Filipina and you want to get her to the United States. They are the people to call. I recommend them. It's right there at the bottom of this screen, guys, and in the description. The exact contact information will be there, guys. Just take a look at that. Filipino Visa.
Please check the Filipino visa, guys. It's worth it.
Yes, it's worth it. So, what are the other reasons? It's a beautiful place. I see a lot of videos with drone footage, looking over the islands and stuff. When you're here, your boots will be on the ground. You won't have the drone view. Maybe if it's daytime sunny and you're flying in, you'll get a little bit of that if you have a window seat. But you're never going to have the drone the drone look, the bird's eye view of wherever you go. So that actually doesn't exist, but you get the idea that there is beauty. America's beautiful too, but I didn't like the attitude, especially of people in the cities. I didn't like the attitude. I held the supermarket door open for a woman that was behind me. Like, I came out and she was coming in, and I held the door for her, and she said, "Why are you doing that? Don't do that. I don't like you." Something like that. And it was just odd, and I never forgot that. She just had a problem with me holding. All I did was hold the door to be polite.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with attraction or anything like that. So, to me, the beauty is in the people. We went to Versailles, we went to Leyte in Samar, and everyone was just happy to see us, and me, and Norma's relatives. Most of them were related to Norma, but now that we're married, they're my relatives too.
Your nephew and cousins too.
We came home, 2 days later I did a quick live stream, and one of the people that, actually the owner of the unit we were sleeping in and sharing, she was in the chat and she said, "We miss you already. Come back."
Come back, Uncle.
So-
We miss you already.
There's an indifference in the USA amongst people. There are some people that, and some of your relatives are close to you, they're friendly, but I never really knew all my relatives in the US. Only a close few, and that was it. So I wasn't afraid to say goodbye. In my family, I'm the wanderer. It doesn't matter. But there's so much here. Even the cities here, I love it how they don't bury their wires, and you see tons of bunches of wires, and if they get too low, they wind them up, and you'll see circles of wires high up in the air. So sometimes they chop them down, but not very often. I suspect most of them are dead wires, but to me, that's the Philippines.
That's a Filipino.
I find it unique, and it's amazing to me. There's no words for it. I just feel home. I'm home. In some ways, what you could take the pick, it's probably in my mind, this is the 60s, or this is the 70s, or this is the 80s, 30, 40, 50 years ago. But there's still some luxuries of new things like smartphones and computers and things like that. That's here. And the malls are beautiful. There are malls everywhere here, and they're all fantastic. It's not like you're going to go into an old place. They're all beautiful. Robinson's, Ayala, SM, what are the other malls? Whatever malls you choose. Greenbelt. Well, who owns that? I think it's SM, right? So I'm not sure. But there's just so many corporations that the Filipinos love their malls, and the cosmetics, the beauty, the whole idea of beauty and fashion. That's Filipinos are.
Beauty of Filipina.
They're second to none. There's a description of Asians in America. Oh, you mean the beautiful people? That is true. And then the way we're treated, and the way Norma. I was married once before, God rest her soul, but Norma's treated me like no other. It's amazing.
Treated you like?
Words can't describe it. Masarap, maganda, magandang ang
Masarap magluto.
magandang asawa ko. But it's more than just looks. It's Norma does the right things, and so you could say, okay, that's the good, Jay. What about the bad? Well, the bad comes from the good, the family. If the phone rings and it's family, Jay, guess what we're doing tomorrow? We're not skipping it. So yes, sometimes it's all family and nothing but the family. So, and we don't say no. We always go. So I could always say I'm too tired, but I don't want to grow old too quickly. I don't want Norma to think that I'm 100. I'm getting there though.
Still young, don't worry.
I will be 100 one day. But anyway, that's about it.
Still young, and we're going to Mega Mall. that you can skate
Speaking
again.
of malls, we're gonna hit the mall. All right, so
You're going
Norma,
to skate again
what do you say?
and enjoy.
We can go ice skating at the mall, or bowling, or anything like that. There's just so many things to do at the Filipino
right.
malls. Norma could get a makeover. You know, we could buy a condo
Have a
at the
lunch
mall.
there.
We could put a down
Have a
payment.
lunch there
We could
and
we could put a down payment at the mall. There's buffets, all you can eat buffets. There's I don't even know how many there are. It's just beautiful, and Filipinos love it. So until the next video, guys, don't forget
don't
Filipino
forget the
visa,
Filipino
guys.
visa, guys.
Don't
It's
forget
worth
that.
It. Just check it, and you will know about the Filipino visa.
They
And
will
it's worth it, guys.
they will take the hassle and
Yep.
worry out, and for a fee
They will help you.
they will take all the hassle and worry out, and it's to me it's worth it. I would have done it if I was more aware of them. I was vaguely aware of them, but I wasn't. They weren't on the front page of my radar at the time, and then
So, we recommend Filipino visa, guys. Please check it.
all right. Well,
All right.
see you next time, Norma. We're wasting time
Yeah.
here. We gotta get going.
Yeah, we're going now. Thank you, guys. Please check the Filipino visa. Thank you.
Give me your best smile, Norma.
Thank you and bye. See you next
Awesome.
time.